Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shanghai. Step into China's world of advanced transportation and stunning architecture. Join me as we explore Shanghai's vibrant cityscape under the evening lights.
Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Vicky, your China trip decoder. Finally, today we are doing our first full city guide, Shanghai. To be honest, I have been stressed about making this video because there are already hundreds of videos about Shanghai online. I didn't want to make another one of those. I have lived in Shanghai for years, but I still spent a week re-researching everything with local Shanghainese friends. So what I'm giving you today is really different. Most guys tell you to buy tickets and take cruises. I'm telling you the opposite. Almost everything here is free. You'll walk where locals walk, you will eat what locals eat. You will see both sides of Shanghai, old and new. Before we go, a quick note on how I think about traveling. I believe traveling is not just checking out landmarks. It is about experiencing something new, understanding a different way of life by learning from another culture. And then, if it resonates with you, taking a small piece of it back home. That's how we grow. So to understand a place, we need its story. Where did it come from? How did it become what it is today? Think of a city like a new friend. You don't just take a photo and leave. You ask questions, you listen, and you connect. And here is Shanghai's story. What makes it different from Paris or New York? In those cities, old and new are mixed together, but in Shanghai, they are separated by a river. The Huangpu River splits the city. West side, Puxi, the old, and east side, Pudong, the new. 1,000 years ago, Shanghai was a fishing village. In the 1840s, foreign powers forced it to open. The British, French, and Americans built their districts, calling it the Paris of the East. Then World War II came. The Japanese occupation in the 1930s changed everything. The glamour faded, and the old buildings crumbled. That all happened in Puxi. On the east side, before the 1990s, Pudong was just a farmland. Then China decided to build a financial center from scratch. In just 10 years, they built 3 of the world's tallest towers. Today, Pudong's economy is even bigger than Hong Kong's. So this is Shanghai, 2 sides, 1 river, 100 meters of water separating Shanghai's painful past from its ambitious future. Okay, so how many days do we actually need to visit this magic city? I think 3 days is perfect for our first visit. You could spend a month here but still find new things, but 3 days will give you a solid taste. Day 1, Old Shanghai in the west side, Puxi. And Day 2, New Shanghai in the east side, Pudong. Day 3, your choice. I'll give you 3 options. Let's go! Day 1, Old Shanghai walk along Suzhou Creek. Start at a little cafe called Old Six on South Suzhou Road. There is a swing outside. Yes, a swing. Sit on it, drink your coffee. You may not know Shanghai has more coffee shops than any city in the world. Embrace it. This is how the city wakes up. Walk east along Suzhou Creek, you will pass old warehouses turned into art spaces now. Just enjoy the century-old brick buildings. Cross to the other side of the river at Wuzhen Road Bridge. Then you will find Photographiska, a photography museum. There are a few exhibitions here, very artsy, very Shanghai. Walk in if you have time, if not, keep going. Then you will reach a building with a real story, Sihang Warehouse. Most tourists skip this for shopping, but this is real Shanghai history, and it's free. Look at the west wall. Those are not cracks. They are bullet holes from 1930. Here's what happened. 420 Chinese soldiers defended this warehouse against the Japanese army. They claimed they had 800 to sound more intimidating. For 4 days, they held their ground, killing over 200 enemy soldiers. Only 10 of their own men died. Their retreat across a nearby bridge became a national legend. Today is a free museum and open to visitors. By the way, it is closed on Mondays. Continue along Suzhou Creek, you will see more historical buildings and finally reach Shenyuli, a restored traditional Shanghainese houses with stone-framed gates and small county yards. From the 1860s to the 1940s, this was a home. Next to it is a big shopping mall, a good spot for a rest. Then walk past the Bulgarian Hotel. It is a beautiful European-style building from 1913. A few more steps to the Postal Museum, built in 1924. Go upstairs, there is a famous photo spot called Shanghai Gate, the perfect view of Pudong through a building's archway. Continue along the creek past the Jiapu Road Bridge. It is also a great photo spot. And then you will see Waibaidu Bridge, the first steel bridge in China, standing since 1907. It has seen occupation, revolution, and now selfie sticks. From here, you can see where Suzhou Creek meets the Huangpu River, and across the water, Pudong skyline, old and new meeting here. After a 5 or 6 hour walk, you may be tired. Then find a spot at the northbound riverside. Sit down, watch the sunset. Most tourists pay $30 or more for this view from the top of Shanghai Tower. Here's the secret. The northbound gives you the same skyline, free, quiet, and no line. And for the perfect Shanghai photo, walk a few steps to Manna Coffee. It's a local favorite for the iconic shot. Coffee in hand, Pudong skyline behind you. No editing is needed. For dinner, eat anywhere near the bound, then take a slow night walk along the historic buildings. No agenda, just soak it in. Day 2, the new Shanghai ride along Huangpu River. Wake up, take the metro to Lujiazui metro station. Step outside, you will be beneath 3 of the world's most famous towers. Shanghai Tower, 128 floors, 3rd tallest on Earth. And Shanghai World Financial Center, the bottle opener ship. Finally, Jingmao Tower, the pagoda-shaped one. It was China's tallest when it opened in 1999. Head to the elevated pedestrian bridge, the best spot for a photo with the Oriental Parrot Tower. Don't bother going inside, you'll wait in long lines for a worse view. The bridge is free, quick, and perfect. Cross toward the river, the Pudong Museum of Art has a free terrace outside, with a perfect view of the Bund's old buildings across the water. Now grab a shared bike. Let's ride the Huangpu riverfront. The path stretches for kilometers, flat, clean, and almost never crowded. This is how locals see the city, from 2 wheels. As you ride, you will see the Lujiazui skyline on the one side and the historic Bund on the other side. 2 centuries, 1 river, that's Shanghai. Keep pedaling past the sleek and tall office towers, HSBC Tower, China Insurance, Merchants Tower. Don't worry about the names, just feel the energy. This is Shanghai's financial heartbeat. Soon you will see the Mercedes-Benz Arena, a futuristic dome where global superstars perform. Finally, you will arrive at World Expo Park. In 2010, Shanghai hosted the World Expo. After it ended, the site became a massive free public park. The China Pavilion is now an art museum. The riverside passes are a favorite escape for locals. Take your time, sit on a bench, watch the boats. The ride is about 10 kilometers. Stop anywhere. Every spot has a sunset view. You can continue to Qiantan Park, but don't go further, or stop at Expo Park. Either way, you have seen a side of Shanghai most tourists miss. Then you can go back to Pudong Museum of Art to watch a magic moment. The Bund lights up at 7 p.m. No tour guide needed, no expensive cruise, just a bike. There are rest stops with bathrooms, shops, power banks, coffee, and food everywhere. Everything is designed for you. A quick note on money, the entire day is almost free. Metro less than $1, breakfast $2, bike rental 0.5, that's it. And day 3, your choice. Here's something I wish I'd known before my first trip to Shanghai. Most guys send you to Yu Garden, but Yu Garden is crowded, overpriced, and surrounded by snack stalls. If you are also visiting Suzhou, Hangzhou, or Nanjing, don't bother go to Yu Garden. Those cities have real classical gardens, much better, much quieter. Instead, pick one of these 3 options. Option 1 for history lovers, Baoshan Temple, an hour north but worth it. The entire temple is built with sunmao joinery, the ancient technique of fitting wood without a single nail. It's the only temple in China to win the Luban Award, architecture's highest honor. The attached garden has a 7-story wooden pagoda, the first of its kind in 1,000 years. Again, no nails, no steel, just a pure craftsmanship. And almost no crowds. On a weekday, you might have the whole place to yourself, just a peas, redwood, and wind chimes. They also have a vegetarian noodle house where you can eat in the temple courtyard. Entry is only 10 RMB, opens at 7 a.m., closes at 4 p.m. This isn't for everyone, but if you love architecture or just want to escape the chaos of your garden, don't miss it. Option 2 for thrill seekers, that is Shanghai Disneyland. It has one thing no other Disney park has, Zootopia. It's incredibly detailed, a gym for giraffes, hamster tube for tiny animals. It's not just a ride, it's a whole land. Adults love it as much as kids. Also, Shanghai Disneyland has the biggest fireworks show of any Disney park. I used to have an annual pass. If you want a detailed Disney video, let me know. Option 3 for shoppers and bar hoppers. Anfu Road and Wukang Road. This is where Shanghai's trendy local brands have their shops. Unique designs you can't find at home. Every other building is a cafe, very European feel, very Instagrammable. At night, go to Inns, a building with multiple nightclubs. Each floor has a different vibe. Electronic, hip-hop, live DJs. This is where Shanghai's young, fashionable crowd goes, not touristy at all. 3 options, pick one. Save the rest for next time. You will come back to Shanghai. Everyone does. That's my Shanghai guide. 3 days, 2 rivers, 1 city with 1,000 stories. I'm Vicky, your China trip decoder. If you like this video, hit the subscribe and tap the bell. See you in the next one.